It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the Building Awards 2020. Today's online film is a celebration of some of the best performing firms and most talented individuals working in the UK built environment. These awards attract a high volume of entries every year, and yet again the standard across all categories has been outstanding. The judges have been truly impressed by the breadth and depth of design talent, technical expertise, business acumen, and construction innovation. To win a Building Award marks you out as special, and with luck, the accolade proves a draw for future clients, partners, and staff alike. So good luck to all our finalists. I'd also like to mention our sponsors who've made the awards possible. I'd like to thank them for their continued support and commitment. And of course, there are our judges, who spent many hours discussing the entries, this year via video conferencing. I'd like to thank them for all their valuable time, expertise, and insight. We all know this year has posed tough challenges, probably as tough as any we've known, with the pandemic touching all aspects of our lives. And yet it's been a great collective effort on the part of the construction industry to help the nation in its hour of need. A new spirit of cooperation, collaboration, and just wanting to get stuck in and help has emerged from the crisis. This sense of hope is something we wanted to recognise. So this year we've launched our Proud to Help Award. The businesses and people we'll hear about today are the ones that cannot only get through a crisis, but are determined to emerge stronger, more resilient, and focused on building the vital facilities and infrastructure needed to drive the economic recovery. And so I'll begin by featuring the finalists of our first award, the Proud to Help Award, and pay tribute to this incredible industry that has done so much to help the country in its time of need. After weeks of watching the extent of the coronavirus pandemic evolve, on the 23rd of March, the UK was put into a nationwide lockdown. In the days that followed, there remained uncertainty as the government increased calls for everyone to stay at home. Yet construction sites were allowed to stay open. The sector was stuck between following the government advice and the overwhelming desire to protect the workforce. As the trials of social distancing on site persisted and employers feared for the safety of their staff, many firms started to shut down sites indefinitely, and construction work came to a devastating halt. The Construction Leadership Council led the way for the industry and worked hard to create site operating procedures endorsed by the government and Public Health England. Meanwhile, a critical role was emerging. As the pandemic escalated and with infection rates continuing to increase, there was a huge demand for more hospital spaces, and all layers of the supply chain worked night and day to achieve the desired output in the time frame. Speed was of the essence and safety the priority, as all contractors were to adhere to social distancing guidelines whilst working. The UK's NHS added 7 temporary Nightingale hospitals to provide services with backup if extra capacity was needed. Construction firms took to sites up and down the country to create these hospitals, spaces we hoped we would never need. The first of the emergency field hospitals in London's ExCeL Centre had the capacity for 4,000 beds, the first 500 of which were delivered in just 9 days. The hospitals are a result of exceptional collaboration in truly unprecedented times. Everyone involved was aware of the need for the projects to be completed on time, and so they worked tirelessly to ensure that this happened. While usually companies become involved in different stages, The NHS Nightingale hospitals were a result of everybody working in parallel. People left their company badge at the door and became one team. As well as the critical building works needed to manage the coronavirus response, the industry rallied together and stood united in the face of a common adversary. Companies coordinated an industry-wide effort to donate PPE and direct it to where it was most needed to help the fight. Construction firms made huge financial donations to the NHS, charities and local communities. Colleagues placed on furlough were encouraged to use their free time to help if they were able to do so, helping in hospitals, delivering food and medicine, and simply talking to the vulnerable and lonely. The pandemic has highlighted how vital construction work is, not just to keeping the economy ticking over during the extraordinary shutdown, but also to the health of the nation. The very thought of delivering such projects at such speed would have been inconceivable at the beginning of the year, and the industry continues to set the country on its road to recovery. Many have said it before, but this industry is at its best when challenged to find solutions to difficult problems. It's been impossible to decide upon a winner for the Proud to Help Award because every single shortlisted company has played their role. We want to say thank you and congratulate everyone on this shortlist and announce you all as winners of our first Proud to Help Award.
I've worked in the construction industry for 41 years and I've never before seen the level of leadership or cooperation that there has been during the age of coronavirus. It's been an unparalleled coming together of industry bodies and government through the auspices of the Construction Leadership Council over the last 8 months. This has led to many outputs from an industry recovery plan, the site operating procedures, a construction talent retention scheme, so many things, guidance on Brexit and the like. And none of this has been achieved with such consensus before. And most importantly, it's kept the industry working.
What a year it has been, and I cannot tell you how proud I am to be part of Team Construction. My heart actually races faster when I look back at what we've been through over the last 7 months, both from sheer adrenaline, but also absolute pride in all of you for stepping up in the most challenging circumstances. The whole nation had a part to play in responding to coronavirus. For some it was to stay at home, for others it was to look after us. For you, it was to leave the safety of your home and go to work to keep the economy going. No one could have asked for more, and you delivered. Good luck, enjoy the awards, and I can't wait to see you all again.
That leads on to our second award of the day for the Personality of the Year award. I'm delighted to present this award to somebody who is at the forefront of the industry's response to the pandemic and is the driving force behind the industry's roadmap to recovery, which he sees as a unique opportunity to restart, rebuild and reinvent the sector over the next 12 months and beyond. As a standard bearer for the UK construction industry, Andy Mitchell is in a class of his own.
Hi there, I hope you're all keeping well. Well, 2020 has certainly been a very difficult and challenging year for everybody, but it's also a year where we can be really proud of our industry for building the hospitals, for building and repairing people's homes, and for keeping all the essential services running, which is what people needed of us. And when I say us, I mean the 3 million people that work in this industry, doing the domestic repairs, the new buildings, the new and existing infrastructure, but this also includes the people working on the designs and the planning for the future pipeline. For the people that make the products and the materials that we use, and the merchants and distributors who get those materials to site. You know, together we've proven what an incredibly capable industry we are. And through these very challenging times, we stepped up, we joined up, and we kept the industry and a major part of the economy going. You know, I've been truly impressed by the way so many parts of the industry have come together as the Construction Leadership Council and covered so much ground to protect ourselves and our people and the industry now, but also to lay out a bold plan to restart, reset, and reinvent what we do to address the challenges of building safety and net zero and the skills and competencies that we're going to need for the future. So thank you for this award, which I'm delighted to accept on behalf of 3 million people and everybody involved with the Construction Leadership Council who've proven what we can do together. For sure, we've got more challenging times ahead, but we will get through those. And we can and will transform our industry. Thank you.
Congratulations to Building's Personality of the Year, Andy Mitchell. We recognise this has been an unprecedented year for companies within the sector. From shutting down construction sites to having to place staff on furlough and implement a whole new way of working. Against this backdrop, we are thrilled to be able to recognise the leading companies in the sector and celebrate excellence within the industry. And now I'd like to hand over to your host for today's presentation, Alan Dedicoat.
Thanks, Chloe. Hello, this is Alan Dedicoat, and I'll be your virtual host, guiding you through this year's Building Awards. What an incredible group of companies we've heard about so far, and thank you for all that you've done. Now, before we present the winners of our housing categories, here's Graham Watts.
The tragedy at Grenfell Tower has been a huge wake-up call for the construction and house building industries. And as a result of that, over the next few years, we're going to see the biggest sea change in the regulatory environment for house building and construction that there's been for at least 2 generations. First of all, in a proposed building safety bill, and secondly, in far-reaching planning reforms. And I'm pleased to say that the industry itself has played a major role in instigating these changes, working hand in glove with government.
Okay, we continue this year's ceremony with the award for House Builder of the Year. All sizes of house builder could enter here, either as a standalone developer or as a partner with a public sector authority or housing association. And on screen are the 4 strong house builders that made this year's shortlist. And taking the title and the trophy for 2020, it's Mount Anvil. In June, London's mayor provided Mount Anvil with a £50 million loan facility, creating a partnership, the first of its kind, between GLA Land and Property and a private developer. This will enable Mount Anvil to accelerate construction as part of its strategy to deliver 10,000 homes in London by 2030. So congratulations to the House Builder of the Year, Mount Anvil. Our next award goes to the Housing Project of the Year. This award is for house builders, housing providers and developers who completed a large UK development. The 8 contenders for the title are on screen now, and I can reveal that this year's winner is Great Knighton by Countryside. This sustainable new community forms part of the Cambridge Southern Fringe Urban Extension. The scheme provides 2,550 new homes, including 40% affordable housing. And Countryside has transformed this previously inaccessible land, creating a truly integrated housing project, now in its final delivery stages. Housing Project of the Year, Great Knighton by Countryside. We now move on to the winners of this year's project categories, with the first being the award for refurbishment project, sponsored by AET Flexible Space.
Hello everyone, we're really pleased to be presenting the award again this year for what has been a testing year for the industry.
Despite the challenges we've faced, we're delighted to be highlighting and celebrating the achievements the industry has made, including the nominees of this fantastic award.
This award concerns the remodelling of an existing structure in the UK, judged on design, sustainability, innovation, construction performance, procurement and teamwork. From the 8 finalists that made this shortlist, from sponsor AET Flexible Space, Carl Staus and Edward Thomas Blake can now tell us who the winner is.
And so, without further ado, the winner of the Refurbishment Project of the Year is Fairfield Halls
By MICA. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
This refurbishment and extension was delivered as part of a MICA-designed master plan. The brief was to refurbish, remodel and extend the halls, improve the access and revenue-generating potential, and safeguard the building's renowned acoustics. MICA added a glazed north extension, studio theatre, roof terrace and increased capacity, revitalising the venue. refurbishment project winner Fairfield Halls and Mica Architects. And our thanks to AET Flexible Space. International projects sponsored by Core 5 come under scrutiny next, where design, sustainability, innovation, construction performance and procurement produce these 3 fine finalists. To find out which of them wins, it's over to sponsor Core 5.
Good evening everyone. On behalf of all of us at Core 5, I'm delighted to be announcing the International Project of the Year. A fantastic achievement by all of our finalists, and our heartfelt congratulations goes to all of you. The winner of International Project of the Year goes to The Twist by AKT2 and BIG. Well done, congratulations.
A gallery, a sculpture and a bridge all in one, and part of the Histofos Contemporary Art Museum and Sculpture Park, The Twist is an 87-metre-long structure that talks over Norway's River Randselva, creating a sculptural twisting bridge that allows the 2 embankments to meet at different levels. International Project of the Year, The Twist, Norway, by AKT2 Bjark Ingels Group. Off-site projects enter the spotlight next, open to projects substantially constructed from elements fabricated off-site, with the majority of site work restricted to assembly. And from this impressive shortlist, the winner and taking the trophy, it's Royal Orthopaedic Hospital Theatre and Ward Complex by Module Co Healthcare. Module Co Healthcare delivered a contemporary 3-storey modular complex featuring 2 operating theatres, a 6-bed recovery suite and a 12-bed inpatient ward last December. Modules were designed and created, then craned into the site with minimal disruption to the hospital, and the entire project was completed in 28 weeks. Off-site Project of the Year, Royal Orthopaedic Hospital Theatre and Ward Complex by Module Co Healthcare. Next, it's the Building Performance Award, sponsored by Kingspan. For this award, the judges were looking for a project where building performance was clearly a primary focus, and they found that in all 6 finalists. First, there's a high commendation from the judges, and that goes to King's Willow House, Hilton, by Graham Handley Architects. But which wins? Well, it's Harris Academy Sutton by Wilmot Dixon and Archetype. Wilmot Dixon worked with Archetype and Sutton Council to deliver the UK's largest secondary school built to Passive House standard. The school's heated by just 1 domestic boiler. Environmental sensors help maximise electricity conservation. And teachers have noted that students remain alert and behaviour is improved thanks to the stable and clean air quality. Building Performance Award winner, Harris Academy Sutton by Wilmot Dixon and Archetype. And our thanks to Kingspan. It's time now to reveal who's won the Small Project of the Year, sponsored by Clement Windows Group. All 6 finalists met the judges' criteria for design, sustainability, innovation, construction performance and procurement, as well as good teamwork with the client. So to announce this winner, here's Clement Windows Group's Peter Clement.
Clement Windows Group are delighted to sponsor the Small Project Award for the 5th consecutive year and support the construction industry in what has been a very challenging time. It is a pleasure for us to reveal the winner of this year's award is Claw Music Studios by John McCaslan and Partners.
Claw Music Studios is a contemporary stone-clad building that provides a range of high-quality spaces for music, opera and drama. The building sits on a site just 7.5 metres wide. Glazing to front and rear provides views through to the ramparts, illuminating historic context, while providing active frontage to the street. Small Project of the Year winner, Claw Music Studios by John McCaslan and Partners. And our thanks to Clement Windows Group. Our final project-based award is for Building Magazine's Project of the Year, sponsored by Aluprof.
We are delighted to sponsor Building Magazine Project of the Year award. Congratulations to all the finalists and good luck from Aluprof.
All 8 nominations demonstrated a truly outstanding contribution to the built environment and being an exemplar of good construction practice. The winner, taking the title Building Magazine Project of the Year, it's National Automotive Innovation Centre by Cullinan Studio.
We were both impressed and inspired by the National Automotive Innovation Centre. This feels like research and innovation 21st century style. The Cullinan design draws together a patchwork of discrete and secure spaces and functions, whilst articulating the strong collaborative ethos of the building, literally expressed by the overarching Glulam CLT timber grid roof. This sails over the design halls and breakout spaces, and it feels like a great place to work. It has tactile qualities, spaces linking to outdoors, roof lights. It's heroic and yet flexible and people-centred. A memorable winner.
Congratulations to the Building Magazine Project of the Year, National Automotive Innovation Centre by Cullinan Studio. And our thanks to Aluprof. Time now for the Digital Construction Award. Now, all 8 nominations here have taken advantage of digital technology to pioneer innovative new ways of delivering construction projects more efficiently, predictably, and of better quality. From those, this year's Digital Construction Award goes to 7D BIM by Cartwright Picker. 7D BIM integrates whole-life cost and carbon estimation with BIM, assisting designers' decision-making based on accurate data of a building's performance, long-term environmental impact, and running costs. The architecture practice believes the prototype software has the potential to create major change in the efficiency and productivity of the UK construction industry. Digital Construction Award winner, 7D BIM by Cartwright Picker. And to begin this year's company awards, it's the shortlist for Architectural Practice of the Year, where 5 impressive practices impressed the judges. From those taking the title Architectural Practice of the Year, it's HLM Architects. HLM launched its Thoughtful Design Toolkit this year, a digital suite designed to ensure the vision of a project is delivered from briefing to completion. The practice has an agile working approach, including 9-day fortnights, while its recently launched apprenticeship program sees its first apprentice graduating this year. Architectural Practice of the Year, HLM Architects. Next, we have 2 awards for Consultant or Surveyor of the Year. The first goes to the firm with fewer than 100 staff. And from the contenders, the judge's choice for Consultant or Surveyor with fewer than 100 staff is Soben. Soben has seen fee income grow by 32%, expanded internationally, and been engaged by several major developers to support their capital investment programs. The firm boasts a diverse workforce, with 30% of its team female and nearly 20% from black and ethnic minority backgrounds. Consultant or Surveyor with fewer than 100 staff, Soben. So next, it's Consultant or Surveyor with 100 or more staff, where the judges were looking for innovation and strong development. From the 6 top practices on the shortlist, the winner is Mott MacDonald. Mott MacDonald worked on several Nightingale hospitals, part of the UK pandemic response. As part of its apprenticeship development programme, they've worked with schools to raise awareness of the built environment sector and provided work experience placements, as well as mentoring and career seminars. Consultant or Surveyor with 100 or more staff winner, Mott MacDonald. Next, it's the award for Engineering Consultant of the Year. This award was open to firms offering a variety of services from an engineering-led base and all branches of engineering in the built environment. And from the 7 finalists, I can now reveal that the winner, and taking the title Engineering Consultant of the Year, it's Red Engineering Design. Red delivers building services and ICT infrastructure engineering solutions around the world. The company has responded to the current market conditions with innovation and continued investment in its people, recruiting staff throughout the coronavirus pandemic and growing its workforce by nearly 15% since March. Engineering Consultant of the Year, Red Engineering Design. Next is the Specialist Contractor Award. This award is for specialist subcontractors and specialist firms owned by large contractors. From the 7 contractors who made this year's shortlist, there's a judge's high commendation, and that goes to Mivan. Well done to you. But the winner, and taking the title Specialist Contractor of the Year, it's Britplas. Glazing and facade group Britplas reached the end of a strategic 5-year plan in the past 12 months, with turnover doubling and profitability maintained. The firm has worked on several high-profile projects, including the Edinburgh St James development and the Calico student accommodation scheme in Liverpool. Congratulations to the Specialist Contractor of the Year, Britplas. We continue with 2 awards for contractors. Here, the judges focused on how contractors work with suppliers and other businesses. We start for those with turnover up to £300 million, which is sponsored by Human Recognition Systems. From the 3 contractors who reached this year's shortlist, I can now reveal, taking the title, it's Glencar Construction. Growing rapidly from its establishment in 2016, this firm is on track to deliver £180 million in revenue for the current financial year. Glencar is also building the new vaccine manufacturing and innovation centre in Oxfordshire and committed to a completion date a whole year ahead of its original planned opening. Contractor of the Year up to £300 million, Glencar Construction, and our thanks to Human Recognition Systems. And so to the award for major contractors, where turnover exceeds £300 million. This award is sponsored by Fenwick Elliott, and on screen are the 3 major contractors that made this year's shortlist. So it's over to Fenwick Elliott's Simon Tolson to announce the winner.
Good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to be here. Rather strange circumstances giving awards virtually, but that doesn't take away the excitement, particularly given the very difficult year that all of us are going through in relation to COVID. Anyway, my presentation of the award is for the major contractor of the year, over 300 million, and the winner is ISG.
For ISG, this has been its 3rd consecutive year of record profit. The contractor has built £170 million of distribution centres and claimed 11 education projects worth £100 million in total. As part of the firm's response to the pandemic, ISG created a site app that's been shared with Build UK for the benefit of the wider industry. Major Contractor of the Year, over £300 million, ISG. And our thanks to Fenwick Elliott. It's time to reveal the Construction Client of the Year. The 4 shortlisted clients show an outstanding approach to construction delivery, including through promoting supply chain collaboration, attitude towards sustainability, and delivering projects to time and budget. So who is 2020's Construction Client of the Year? It's British Land. Buoyed by its reputation for placemaking, British Land has what it believes is the largest commercial development programme in the UK. It also has an ambitious net zero strategy and pushed ahead with schemes despite COVID, putting in place effective protocols to ensure the safety of staff and stakeholders. Congratulations to the Construction Client of the Year, British Land. We now come to our final 3 awards, which recognise the people and initiatives that make a good company. This year has been so important in so many ways, and we want to recognise those who are making a real impact to people's lives. And so our first award is new for this year. It's our Delivering Social Value Award. This award recognises the contribution that the built environment has on people's lives. The 5 shortlisted practices have had construction projects that have had a social, economic and environmental impact in the UK. Taking the trophy here, it's Central Somers Town by DSDHA. Somers Town has about 5,000 residents, of whom 70% live in Camden Council-owned homes. DSDHA worked in collaboration with other architectural practices, designing individual schemes and engaged with local people to understand concerns such as air quality, gentrification and antisocial behaviour. Delivering Social Value Award winner, Central Somers Town by DSDHA. Our penultimate award is another new one. It's the Diversity Award, Making a Difference. For the first time, the Building Awards are recognising a company or organisation in the construction sector that are taking positive action to support and accelerate diversity at all levels. And all 4 shortlisted companies did just that. So taking the inaugural Diversity Award, Making a Difference, it's Grimshaw. Grimshaw believes its work is only as good as its people, and seeks to recruit and retain the widest mix of voices to reflect the diversity of UK society. Building on a set of principles to challenge barriers to progression has allowed the firm to improve gender equality and be more inclusive of multiracial perspectives. Congratulations to the Diversity Award Making a Difference winner, Grimshaw. And so to our final award, Building Magazine's CEO of the Year, sponsored by DGP Logistics, where 3 impressive CEOs made the shortlist, and it's over to DGP Logistics' Saheb Desi to reveal our final winner.
I'm really pleased to be revealing this year's CEO of the Year award. And the winner is Pete Redfern at Taylor Wimpey.
Under Pete Redfern's stewardship, Taylor Wimpey has fared better than most in the pandemic. The firm was quick to shut in response to the COVID outbreak to ensure staff safety. And during lockdown, they introduced a loan scheme to pay suppliers in advance. Redfern has also overseen a cash-raising exercise to buy land, a move praised by shareholders and city observers alike.
Hi, thank you to the panel and to the judges and to Building Magazine for this award, which I very much see as far more than a personal award, but an award for the whole of Taylor Wimpey and the people that we work with. It's been a pretty challenging year for many businesses and many of us as individuals, but particularly in the second quarter, I've never seen the company work together so well to look after each other, to do our best for our customers, for our suppliers and our supply chain, and to get through it, trying to set the right principles rather than just focus on the short term to make sure that we looked after each other in the business for the longer term. 2020 isn't over yet, and it doesn't look like it's going to get much easier, but I'm confident that we as a business, and I think the industry as a whole, can get through it in good shape and show that we're not just driven by profit, we are driven by trying to do things right, create new communities, new homes, and do it in the right way. So thank you again to the judges for the award, and thank you very much to everybody in Taylor Wimpey for all of your massive support through the last 9 or 10 months of a very strange 2020, and best of luck to everybody in the industry in dealing with the next few months. Thank you.
Congratulations to 2020's CEO of the Year, Taylor Wimpey's Pete Redfern, and thanks to DGP Logistics. Well, that's it for the Building Awards 2020. Well done to all the finalists, high commendations, and especially huge congratulations to every one of this year's deserving winners. You can discover more about all of this year's winners at building-awards.com. Thanks to our sponsors, AET Flexible Space, Aluprov, Clement Windows Group, Core5, DGP Logistics, Fenwick Elliott, Human Recognition Systems, and Kingspan. Now don't forget to post your celebratory tweets and photos at #BuildingAwards. We look forward to seeing you and your teams next year for the 2021 Building Awards. Until then, thank you for joining us.